Hi everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. This video will be a guide on Adalo. It is an amazing AI platform that empowers you to create custom applications without writing a single line of code. So whether you're completely new to app development or have a little experience, you will notice that Adalo makes it easy to bring your creative ideas to life. So by the end of this tutorial, you will know how to design, customize, and share your very own application, all in a beginner-friendly way. So real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and navigate to the tool by using the link below this video. If you create your account using it, you'll be benefiting our channel at no additional cost to you. So let's begin and go to the tool right away. Create an account with Adalo. It's quick and straightforward. Now in the sign up process, you will be asked to enter your email address, a password, and your name. And then after that, you will be asked a few questions to customize your first application. So you can provide an app idea. In my case, I'm going to make a coaching application. So I'm just going to add the type right there. And then from here, you can see your application updating in real time. Now this is just to help set up your application from the start, but we will get into more detail on how you can customize every single aspect of your app. So for now, just select the information that best resonates with you and click next. Once you are done with the sign up process, you are going to land on this dashboard right here. Now from here, we can zoom in or out to see the tabs that are available in our application. And as you can see, we've got a few already. As you can see, it just created our outline for our app, and now we have to go into more detail and edit everything. So I like to start by editing the branding elements. For that, I'm going to zoom in onto the sign up page. So it currently looks like this. It starts with my logo and the branding elements, as you can see at the very top. And then after that, you can see the sign up process. So let's say you actually ended up going live with this application. The person will land here and then they start with their full name, email, and password. But let's say the colors don't really suit you right here. So I'm just going to go to the left sidebar and then click on the branding. From here, you can see the primary color, secondary, default background, and the default text color. I think I don't like the primary color as much, so I'm going to go with a more red kind of accent. So I'll select the dark red right here, and then for the secondary color, let's say I'll just choose black for now. We can always go back here and change everything. Once you're done with the colors themselves, you can also edit the fonts and make them more suitable for your branding. So simply click on the fonts drop-down menu right here, and then go ahead and edit the font for your headings and the body. Let's say, for example, I would go with this one that looks more professional, and for the body, I'm going to select a different one. This adds a unique touch for your own application and makes it look even more cohesive together. Now, the second important thing that people would see upon landing on this page would be the header. At the moment, the application does not really look cohesive, so you can either click on the image right here, and then you can see the image source onto the left sidebar. So from here, you can either drop down this menu right here and then upload an image of your own. So if you have a branded image already, you can paste it. Or if the image is live on Google, for example, and you have the rights for it, or it's on your website, then you can just paste the URL for the asset. So in my case, I'm going to be building a coaching application. Let's say it's a fitness coaching. So for that, I'm just going to choose an image that resonates with that theme. So for now, I'm just going to upload this image right here and then adjust the sizing and everything else to make it look perfect. If you look right underneath it, it says image cropping. So you can either crop image to fill space. This is what I recommend, or you can go with the full image. This might mess things up if you don't have the correct width and height for the banner. You can also adjust the rounding right underneath that. So instead of a rectangle kind of theme or banner, you can just make it more round and it looks exactly like this. So more cylindrical. While this can look good for some pictures, I prefer the normal one instead. So even from now, we can see how our sign up page is coming along together and looking better already. But of course, we're not done. We've got a lot of things to do. Another insane thing that you can do with this tool without coding a single line is that you can add an action to this image right here. So if I click on add action, I can easily add a link or something of the sort. If I open up the add action right here and then click on link, I can add a new screen, a new feature, or a home list, login. Or if you want to, you can add a custom action like asking ChatGPT. And what that does is that if someone clicks on your image right here while they are looking at your application, then it will do the action that it just said. This does require you to get a plan, but you can get started with a free trial and test all of these features out for free. And then if your application is exactly to your liking, then you can upgrade your plan and keep it. Now, another extremely important element of any brand is of course the logo. For that, we're going to click on this logo right here, adjust the size of it however we like, and of course change it entirely. So simply you click on it right here and it is treated as an image, and just like before, you just upload an image or link the URL. Alright, so just like that, I have changed my logo and now my application is starting to look better and come together. The next important thing is that we want to click on this content right here where it says My Awesome App. And then of course we want to customize all of this. So starting with the My Awesome application, instead you want to click on that and then add the title, which is the name for your application. So in my case, let's say I'm going to name it Ash Coaching. And then you can click on this formatting button right here and change how your font is looking. Just like the picture, you can also add an action right here however you like, and then edit the entire style for the texting. Other than that, we can go to the text itself where it says quickly describe the app and then encourage users. So for that, you want to write a description that suits your application and its use. If you are also running a coaching app, then in here you can tell people what they are getting from this application and what they get from signing up. So for a coaching application, you can write something like, let me help you attain your dream body, or something of the sort. Once the sign up page is done, you're going to zoom out and then zoom back into the login page. And then of course, customize this page further to look very similar to the sign up page. It's essentially the same page, except if people already have an account, then they would get this page instead and write their details. So make sure the header matches and the logo as well, as long as the font and the branding. Next up, we've got the home list, or the page where people land on right after they log into their existing accounts. So here you're going to think, what are people supposed to see once they log into the application? In the case of a coaching app like mine, they're going to see the list of services that I offer. So maybe for example, a customized program, a diet plan, or maybe personal coaching, all of that stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and edit them. Again, make sure to edit your logo and the header first and then write the list of services. You can also add a little description right here where it says what your application does and how you are supposed to help them. If you don't like that, or your application is a little bit different, then you can easily click on this plus button right here and then delete the section that you don't like, and then add a completely different one that better suits your application. So if you need a section or title or some kind of images alongside the services that you offer, then you can scroll through the section list right here and then add any section that you like or any component. So as you can see, just because you don't have any coding skills whatsoever, you can still create a fully customizable application and then really go about every single aspect that it comes to creating and designing it. The branding, the sections, the components, the description, all of it is fully customizable and you can add whatever you want. So for now, we have a list of things for my application, and these are supposedly the services. They could be anything else. For that, you're going to have to link your database to the lists that you are going to create. And to do that, it's really simple. You just click on the database button right here, and then you can add your own database or look at the things that I currently have. For example, right here, it says things 5 records or users 0 records. So you can upload your own database and then it automatically links to the application. In addition to that, we've got 2 more pages that are currently made. You can either continue on them, add more, or delete them. To do any of that, you would want to click on the screens button right here. And as you can see, we have created the sign up page, the login page, home list, details, and create model. If, for example, this page right here is something that I don't want on my application, then I would click on it and then go right here and just delete it. Or maybe your application is more complex than mine and requires more screens, and then in that case, you click on add screen, add a screen name, and then select the screen layout. From there, you can customize it further and link it to other parts of your application. Now, once your application comes together well and you are ready to customize it further, you would want to click on the settings button right here, adjust the application name that you are going to be naming it, a short description if you want to, and finally the application icon itself. At the bottom, you would say share page Adalo banner. So that is the branding of Adalo being added on your application. And if you don't want that, if you want a fully customizable and owned branded app, then you would want, of course, to completely shut down this option right here. And to do that, you are going to need a subscription. And as you are editing and completing your application, you've got a view app button right here that helps you stage preview your own application if it was live. This will ensure that everything is working as intended, looks perfect, and of course the buttons are all working. So let's say for example, I ran this application right here. I land on the sign up page. I've got my full name. I can add it. Yes, it works. I would enter my email and password and then click on the sign up button. Let's see for example, if I don't enter my email, what kind of error I would get, or if it would just move on to the next page somehow. As you can see, it says this field is required. It presents an error and really does not let me go through. So it's safe to say that it works as intended. Now, once your application is complete and fully customized, you can simply click on the publish button right here. And then from here, you select how your application wants to be published along the applications. So with a paid plan, you can choose to publish it as a web application, Android application, or an Apple one. And speaking of the plans, you can continue with the free plan, but you don't really publish or create an app. You just simply customize it however you want. You get up to 1000 actions per month, 500 records, 1 app editor, unlimited screens, and unlimited test applications. But if you upgrade to the starter plan, which comes in at $45, you get up to 10,000 actions per month, 1 published app, and 1 app editor. So with the first plan, you can actually have a fully published and up and running application. The professional plan comes in at $65 per month that allows up to 30,000 actions and 2 fully published applications. And finally, the team plan at $200 per month that allows up to 5 fully functional and published applications and up to 100,000 actions. Now, if you are running a business that requires 10 applications for some reason, then you can go with a business plan for $250 per month. It is a bit of an overkill unless you have a business running and require 10 plus applications. This allows you up to 500,000 actions and unlimited app editors. Now keep in mind, you can pay less for each one of these plans and save 20% if you choose to pay yearly. And if you choose to continue with this option, then these are the new prices. So as you can see, with tools like Adalo, creating a fully customizable app does not require a full team or unlimited budgets. It's a reality as you can follow these steps, get one of these plans, experiment with customization, and soon you would have your own application that you can share. Thanks so much for watching this video. Definitely let us know what you think of it by leaving a comment down below. And if you found today's video to be helpful and informative to watch, then go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you don't miss out on any follow-up content that we can make related to this one.